read Start With Yourself twice, and these are my key takeaways. First, before you get at me, I'm somebody who has worked from home my entire career, and I have gotten promoted every 2 years while doing so. However, like she said, you're not going to be in a leadership position working from home. You are not going to be a VP. You're not going to be a C-suite level person working at the house. Even Starbucks CEO said, I'm not moving to Seattle. And they said, that's okay, but you're going to get on this jet and you're still going to show up here 4 days a week. Are there exceptions? Yes, but very, very few. Those exceptions are if you work for a startup that doesn't have an office, and it's probably not a multi-million-dollar company yet. If you work for a company that for whatever reason they just got rid of all their offices in COVID and they're not turning back, again, probably not a multi-million-dollar company situation, but maybe. Or if you work for yourself, and then and I wish multi-millions upon you. I think the entire chapter that she talks about career is just really good because, again, she's talking about having an extraordinary career, which is not for everybody, and she acknowledges in the book. She thinks that, everyone should be able to have a job, pay for your life, have a nice house, have nice things, and not necessarily want to be a C-suite level person of multiple businesses like she is. But I think something the important takeaway is she talks about trade-offs. Everything is a trade-off. So if you are going to work to have that kind of lifestyle, there are going to be trade-offs that you're going to need to make. And one of my favorite conversations in the book is when she reaches back to a conversation she had with Michelle Obama and says, hey, you can have everything, but you can't have it all at once. You're not going to be top of your career. Your marriage is going to be the best. You're being the best parent ever. Your skin looks great. You're skinny, all that kind of stuff all at the same time. But you can have all those different things at separate times in life. And that's not to say just because one's doing exceptionally well, the others are just, absolutely failing. But the time moments where it's like everything is just at its peak, it's probably not happening. Because if your energy is really succeeding in one place, chances are it's probably slacking in another. And I think that's an important thing that you have to realize is it's just not going to be perfect all the time. My last favorite takeaway from this book is there's no such thing as a right decision. You just make a decision and then you go back and make it right. And that to me was groundbreaking for somebody who always has decision paralysis, especially as somebody who's starting to advance in my career and more decisions are falling on me. And they affect more things. I think that she talks about a lot how really successful people make decisions faster because basically you're just never going to have all the information. And I think that's really great taking that to work and into your personal life.